mentioned about the having a C-section and then going back to the vaginal, because I know for sure, I know people who have C-sections and they're under the mind frame that they can't ever have a vaginal. I know somebody that had like 4 C-sections thinking that she can't have a vaginal. Can you kind of break that down a little bit?
So, not knowing everybody's individual case, because there's individual cases in which a person may need to have a cesarean, okay? The white man did not invent the cesarean section, okay? That being said, that is a serious procedure, and it's being used really willy-nilly in the American medical system. So, once a C-section does not mean always a C-section. What I would tell women who may be looking to have a vaginal birth, or just want to understand really why you had the C-section, or what was your, how did that procedure really go? Go to the doctor or go to the hospital, call them, and find your operative report. You want to see your operative report because you want to see and know where was the cut. And we're not just talking about the cut on the outside. The important part is the cut on the uterus, because that's going to make a big difference on where you get to see if you'll be a candidate for a vaginal birth. They are concerned about, in the hospital setting, uterine abruption, with cesareans. If you've had your babies like back to back to back, they steppers. Like you got pregnant, and by the time you had your 6th week or something, you pregnant again. You might not be a candidate for a vaginal birth because you just had a cesarean section. You might not be. But when we talk to some older sisters that might be 60 years old or something, sometimes they tell us, oh, I had a vaginal birth, I had a C-section, I had a vaginal birth. It wasn't just automatic. But like, we have a local hospital that'll tell mothers, we don't support C-section, VBACs here. So if you go to that hospital, you're going to get a C-section if you've already had a C-section. So you have to have that option, vehicle or whatever, that's going to take you to the next town, to Lafayette, because they have hospitals there that do support VBACs if you're a candidate. So what I would tell mothers and families that may be looking into is, okay, why did I really have that C-section? Did I go to the hospital too early and I really wasn't in labor and then they had me on my back? Or did they induce me when I didn't need to be in labor yet? Again, at the hospital too early, the baby in a bad position because the baby wasn't ready, but now you're on your back. Now they done bust your water, and once that water is bust, now you're on a time clock. You got 24 hours to go into labor. At the 12th hour, they checking, maybe putting you on PIT, increasing the PIT. Now, guess what? Now they saying your baby has D cells, as far as the heart rate. And to the doctor, this doesn't look good. Your baby's having D cells. I don't like the way it look. Guess what? We need to have a C-section. Okay? Is the baby's cord short and wrapped around too long, and you're not in the best position to birth your baby? And now, it's all type of things that will be the reason why you have the C-section. But what you want to know, if you don't have the operative report, then you don't have the information you need to give to a midwife or give to another physician that may be VBAC friendly. So get that knowledge on what happened during the C-section, what caused the C-section, even if what they put on your chart isn't what really happened, because that happens all the time. But you want to be able to see that and know that, so then you can move accordingly.
If Mega did this.